Good Friday. Good Friday is a day in which we focus on the suffering and death of Jesus, a suffering and death that ultimately reconciles us to God. And so that is our focus on Good Friday. And one of the first questions is, why do we call it Good Friday if we focus on the sufferings and death of Jesus? And the answer to that is simple. It is because we benefit from that sacrifice. Jesus lays down his life for us so that we can be reconciled to the Father. And so because of that, because we benefit, we call it Good Friday. Good Friday is a way in which we can join with Jesus' own sufferings. We take the sufferings of our own life and we can join that with Christ's ultimately. It's a day of fasting. It's a day of abstinence where we don't eat meat. It's a day of penance. And one particular way that we can join in with that penance is to attend one of the Good Friday services. It's the only day of the year that we don't say Mass. And in those Good Friday services, we recognize immediately, as soon as we walk in, that something is different here. When we walk into the church, we see a bare church, one with no decorations of any kind, one that has a very stark solemnity to it. And during those services, we hear readings from Scripture which point us to the sufferings of Jesus, especially the Passion, which is read from John's Gospel. We also then have particular prayers where we're praying for the whole world ultimately to be beneficiaries of the sacrifice of Jesus. Then we have the adoration of the cross, the veneration of the cross, where every member in that church comes up one by one, and they have the opportunity to be confronted with the reality of the cross and to show some sign of respect or reverence. It's a very intimate time for every person as they approach. Sometimes people even approach crying. Some people will kiss the cross. Some people will bow to it. But it's a time in which we are confronted with that reality of what Jesus had to endure for our benefit. And then we have the distribution of communion. Like I said, it's not a Mass, but we connect Good Friday with Holy Thursday. And so we distribute communion that was consecrated the night before the Mass of the Lord's Supper for all of those in attendance here on Good Friday. Whatever we decide to do on Good Friday, it's an opportunity for us to really focus on what Jesus had to endure for our benefit, all that he suffered and died for us. And it's an opportunity to join our sufferings and our lives with that of his sacrifice.